Here are the two schools for tonight's show. Five-time champion Calabar High School Masters from St. Andrew up against six-time champion Munro College Masters from St. Elizabeth. This is the annual Masters match in Schools Challenge Quiz. Let's meet the teams, starting with the Calabar Masters, Kimani Douglas.
Good evening, Jamaica. My name is Kimani Douglas, and I represented Calabar in the seasons 2014, 2016, and 2017. I am currently an attorney at law.
Good evening, Jamaica. My name is Toby Andrickett. I represented Calabar between 2016 and 2019, and I'm currently working in the research field.
Hello everyone, my name is Darren Thomas, and I played Calabar School Challenge Quiz for Calabar High School between the years 2008 and 2010. I am now currently a pensions administrator. Thank you.
Hello Jamaica, my name is Chris Campbell. I represented Calabar 2015 to 2017, and I'm currently a junior civil engineer in the field of engineering.
Now let's meet the Munro College Masters, starting with Sujay Boswell.
Good evening, Jamaica. My name is Sujay Boswell, and I am a former player for Munro College who played from 2011 to 2014. In my spare time, I enjoy coaching the Queen's School Challenge Quiz team.
Greetings, Jamaica. My name is Mark Hemans. I played for Munro College in the year 2020. Currently, I'm a final year medical student at the University of West Indies.
Good evening, Jamaica. The name is Ronaldino K. Henry. I played for Munro College between the years 2018 to 2021. And I'm an electrical engineering student.
Hello Jamaica, the name is Donovan A. Hansen Jr. Played between the years 2008 to 2010, currently a teacher. Thank you.
Thank you, teams. Well done. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the annual Masters match in TVJ's Schools Challenge Quiz. I'm Jean-Paul Manu. It all comes down to this. Former quiz players and champions have fond memories of the challenge, but do they still have the skill, the knowledge, and the temperament to win this match? Not the buzzer section yet, Calabar. Let's get into the opening challenge. In this section, teams will be asked questions alternately and will receive 1 point for each correct answer. Earlier, we had the toss. Munro College Masters won and decided to send Calabar Masters in to bat first. So we begin with Calabar Masters. We have 4 minutes on the clock, so we begin, gentlemen, with mathematics. What is the median of the numbers 24, 17, 25, 30, and 41?
25.
That's right, mathematics. Munro College. What is the arithmetic mean of the numbers 37, 41, and 60?
All right, this is 138 divided by 3, 46.
46.
That's right. International affairs, a visual question for Calabar. Look at the monitor. Identify which island's flag is displayed.
Turks?
Dolphin.
When I'm British. Cayman Islands are
Turks
and Caicos.
No, it's Anguilla. International affairs, Munro. Look at the monitor. Identify which island's flag is displayed now.
Cayman Islands.
Cayman Islands.
No, it's Montserrat. History, Calabar. The Lucayan people were the original inhabitants of which Caribbean country?
Bahamas.
The Bahamas.
That's right. History for Munro. What was the leader of the Taino villages called?
Cacique.
That's correct. Physics for Calabar. Which of Newton's laws of motion states that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction?
Newton's third law of motion. Newton's third law of motion.
Correct. Physics, Munro. According to Newton's first law of motion, any object in motion will continue to move in the same direction and speed unless what happens?
Compelled by an
acted upon by an external force.
Is acted upon by an external force.
Correct. Music and audio question for Calabar Masters. Listen to the following clip, gentlemen. Give the title of the song here.
She called me, but I don't believe a word she said.
Money in my pocket.
Money in my pocket.
That's correct. Music, Munro. Listen to the following clip and give the title of this song, please.
Nothing that can go wrong.
Hearts. Two hearts.
Two hearts.
Love Has Found Its Way by the great Dennis Brown. Both songs. Spanish, Calabar. What is the English translation for Tiene una sonrisa muy grande?
I have a great one.
I have a big smile.
Yes.
She has a big smile.
She has a big smile.
He has a very big smile. Judges, Spanish Munro. What is the English translation for Yo iba a la escuela lunes?
I went to school on Monday. Wait,
Yes.
Iba?
Yeah,
I was going. I was going to school on Monday.
No, you were right before. I went to school on Monday. Theatre and cinema of visual. Question for Calabar Masters. Look at the monitor. Identify this actor.
Are you Grant? Are you Grant?
You Grant.
Correct. Theatre and cinema Munro. Look at the monitor. Identify this actor, please.
Josh
Dempsey. Jack Dempsey.
Jack Dempsey.
Jack Dempsey.
No, it's Ben Wishaw. Information Technology Calabar. In what year was the Microsoft XP operating system released?
2005.
2001. Information Technology Munro. In what year was the internet browser Google Chrome released?
Chrome.
1998.
Chrome. 998.
No, 2008. Sport or visual. Question for Calabar. Look at the monitor. Identify this person.
Yo.
Mateta.
John Philippe
Mateta. John Philippe Mateta.
That's right. Sport Munro. Look at the monitor. Identify this person.
This is
Michael Olise.
Michael Olise.
Both footballers. Correct. Literature Calabar. Which novel by John Steinbeck narrates the experiences of George Milton and Lenny Small?
My son, man.
Of my son men.
Correct. Literature Munro. The novel Of Mice and Men was set during what crisis in the United States?
Cuban
Missile Crisis.
Cuban Missile Crisis.
No, it was the Great Depression. A little bit before the Cuban Missile Crisis. That's the end of the opening challenge. Scores in the match: Calabar High Masters on 7 points, taking the early lead over the Munro College Masters, who are on 4. When we come back, it'll be time for the Speed Challenge, the annual Masters match in schools. Challenge Quiz returns right after this. Welcome back to the annual Masters match. Scores are Calabar High Masters on 7 points, Munro College Masters on 5. You'll have noticed Munro picked up a point. The answer to the Spanish question, Yo iba a la escuela lunes. They said I was going to school on Monday, and that has been accepted, as it is also correct. So, it's now time for the Speed Challenge, in which schools can answer as many questions as possible during 3 separate 60-second periods. Calabar High Masters. Last time you won the competition was in 2012. It's time now for your first minute. In the Bible story of the creation, on which day did God create plants?
30.
Yes. Where in the body are the smallest bones found?
Ears.
Yes. What is the part of speech of the word after in this sentence? After lunch, let's go out for coffee.
Preposition.
Preposition.
That's right. Who is the president of the Jamaican Bar Association?
Tanisha Watkins.
That's right. What is the main language spoken in Norway?
Norwegian.
Yes. What is the name for the mountain range between France and Spain?
Pyrenees.
Yes. What does the musical term mezzo forte mean?
Good.
Sorry?
Moderate load.
Medium loud. Sure, we'll take it. What is the chemical formula for hydrogen cyanide?
HUS.
HCN. What is the next term in the series 1/8/2764?
128. 125.
Yes, Brad Pitt won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in 2020 for his role in which movie?
Pass.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. In what year did Christopher Columbus land in the Bahamas?
1492.
1492. The 2 came after the bell, but it is indeed correct. Judges, that one is in your hands. It's a little shouty, guys. All right, little shouty. Be careful with the microphones. Munro College Masters. The last time Munro won the competition was in 2017. Yeah, it's time now for your first minute. What was the first thing that God created in the Bible's creation story? Yes. What nerve carries signals from the retina to the brain?
Nerve.
Yes. What part of the speech is the word but in this sentence?
Conjunction.
The girl...
Conjunction.
Yes, the girl knocked on the door, but nobody answered. What cabinet post does Senator Matthew Samuda hold in the Jamaican
Minister
government?
of Water.
And climate change.
And land.
And environment, incomplete. What is the main language spoken in Suriname?
Dutch.
Yes, name one of the 2 South American countries in which the Atacama Desert is located.
Good.
Sorry?
Chile.
Yes, or Peru. What does the musical term pianissimo mean?
Soft. Very
Very
soft.
soft.
I heard several things. I think very soft. Yeah, wrong answer came first. Hydrogen cyanide is sometimes known as which acid? Not the buzzer section yet.
Cyanic acid.
Prussic acid. What is the next term in this series? 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11.
13.
Yes, Joaquin Phoenix won an Oscar for Best Actor in 2020 for his role in which movie?
Joker.
Yes, which island did Christopher Columbus name La Isla Española?
Watling Island.
Sorry?
Watling Island.
No, Hispaniola. Borussia Dortmund is... Germany came, not sure if it was
Yes,
on
sir.
the bell, so it has been accepted. Well done, gentlemen. Again, a little shouty. All right? The microphones. Anamina, the microphones. Yeah? Well done. Calabar, hi. It's time now for your second minute. Ajax Amsterdam is a football club in which, yes, who has been called the father of electricity?
Michael Faraday.
Yes, what item in the household is alfombra?
The mat or the carpet or the rug.
Yes, what was the pen name of the author Charles Ludwig Dodgson?
Lewis Carroll.
Yes, in which Jamaican parish is the Doctor's Cave Beach?
St. James.
Yes, in the Bible's Lord's Prayer, what do we ask God to give us daily? Yes, the glossectomy is the removal of what human body part? Yes, spell antidote.
A-N-T-I-D-O-T-E.
Yes, who is the next in line to the British throne?
William. Prince William.
Yes, in which Asian country is the Great Wall?
China.
Yes, Moscow is the capital of which country? Yes, to what specific family of instruments does the flute belong?
Woodwind.
Yes, what is the chemical combination of silicon and oxygen called?
Silica.
Yes, reduce the fraction 12 over 28 to its lowest terms.
So this is 6 over 14.
Which is 07.
Yes, who directed the... Wrong answer came first, unfortunately. Who directed the film E.T. the Extraterrestrial?
That must can work.
What did you say?
Clint Eastwood.
No, it's Steven
Come back.
Spielberg. You see you? Guys, shouty. You understand what I mean by that? Yeah, the kids from Calabar understand what I mean. So just keep it just a little, yeah, all right? I know you're excited. There's literally nothing on the line here, but... All right, Munro College, it's time now for your second minute. The principle of buoyancy in physics is directly related to whose principle?
Yeah, Archimedes.
Yes. What item in the household is estufa?
The stove.
Nice.
Yes. What was the pen name of the author Eric Arthur Blair?
George Orwell.
Yes. In which Jamaican parish is the Highgate settlement?
Highgate.
Yes. What are we told to do in the Bible's fifth commandment?
Honor thy mother and thy father.
Yes. A colectomy is a surgical procedure to remove what human part? Yes. Spell anecdote.
A-N-E-C-D-O-T-E.
Yes. Name the king whom Queen Elizabeth II succeeded as the British monarch. Yes, in which Asian country is the kimono a national dress? Yes, what is the capital of Algeria?
Algiers.
Yes, to what family of musical instrument does a mandolin belong?
Percussion.
Strings, what is the splitting of an atomic nuclei called?
Fission. Nuclear fission.
Nuclear fission.
Yes,
Reduce the fraction 240 over 360 to its lowest term.
40 over
2/3.
Yes, who directed the film Star Wars The Force Awakens?
Yes.
No, J.J. Abrams. Dame Eugenia Charles is a former political leader in Dominica, correct? Kylian Mbappe plays professionally for which European football club? Yes. What is the...
Well done, man.
Won't have time there. Well done, Munro. Again, a little shouty. Everybody's excited. I understand. Soon come. Calabar. Masters, coming back over to you now for your third and final minute. Sir Grantley Adams is a former political leader in which Caribbean country? Yes. Kevin De Bruyne played international football for which country?
Belgium.
Yes. What is the name for the spreading of waves as they pass through a gap in an object?
Dispersion.
Diffraction. What number in English is the Spanish 19?
19.
Yes. What does the author J.R.R. Tolkien's initials stand
John
for?
Ronald Reuel.
Sorry?
John Ronald Reuel.
That's right. What traditional dance in Jamaica was mainly performed to commemorate the emancipation of slaves?
Brookings.
Yes. Who in the Bible received the Ten Commandments written by the finger of God? Yes. Which enzyme found in saliva breaks the sugar maltose?
Salivary amylase.
Maltase is what I have. Breaks it into glucose. Incorrect. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Is the alliteration correct? Who is the member of Parliament for South Manchester in Jamaica?
Peter Bontin.
Yes. If you have cryophobia, of what are you afraid?
Cold.
Yes. What country has the longest coastline in the world?
Canada.
Yes. Chromatic is the title of a 2020 studio album by which global artist?
Bruno Mars.
Lady Gaga. What is the symbol for the element manganese? Yes, MN is correct. Well done, gentlemen. Take a breath. That was your third and final minute. Munro College Masters, coming back over to you now. It's time for your third and final minute. What is the name for the random movement of particles in a liquid? Yes, due to collisions. What number in English? The Spanish 14.
14.
Yes. What does the author R.L. Stein's initials stand for? Robert Lawrence.
Right.
What traditional dance in Jamaica is performed from the 2nd to the 8th nights of the traditional 9-night observances? Yes. In the Bible, what was the symbol of God's promise to not to destroy the earth by flood? Yes. The enzyme trypsin breaks down proteins into what?
Peptides or
amino acids. What literary device is shown in this sentence? The plates crashed on the floor accidentally. Yes. Who is the member of Parliament for Southwest Clarendon in Jamaica?
Lothian Cousins.
Yes. If you have ophidiophobia, yes, you are fear of snakes. Which narrow strait connects the Atlantic Ocean to the Mediterranean Sea? That's right. Rare is the title of a 2020 studio album by which global artist? Selena Gomez. What is the symbol for the element tin? Yes. Factorize the expression x squared minus 9x plus 18.
18. X plus 3 into x minus 6.
No, x minus 3.
Good try, boy.
X minus 6. Well done, though. Very well done. That's the end of the speed challenge. Scores are Calabar High advancing to 39 points, Munro College to 36. Here now is a good word from True Milk. Look at the big picture. Remember why you're working hard. It's for your future. When we come back, it'll be time for the exciting buzzer challenge, which will decide our winners. Stay with us. This annual Masters match in TVJ's Schools Challenge Quiz returns right after this. Welcome back to School's Challenge Quiz. You're watching the annual Masters match. We have past quizzes from Calabar High and Munro College. Our scores are Calabar High Masters on 40 points, Munro College Masters on 36. You'll have noticed, so Calabar High Masters picked up a point. The answer given to the enzyme question, enzyme found in which breaks down sugar maltose into glucose, was saliva amylase was the answer given. It has been accepted. And a quick fun fact, in the 57 years of this competition, Munro has never played Calabar in the finals. They have never met in the finals of the competition. With that, we get into the buzzer challenge. Teams must press the buzzer and wait to be identified before giving their answer. 2 points will be added for correct answers, but teams will lose 2 points if the answer is incorrect. So teams, time to gear up with your quick fingers, quick thinking, and fast, clear answers, which could put you one step closer to winning this Masters Classic. We have 4 minutes on the clock. So we'll begin with art. Which Dutch artist painted the Sacrifice Munro Masters?
Dutch.
Peter Paul Rubens.
Peter Paul Rubens.
No, the Sacrifice of Isaac in 1635. Rembrandt. Bible knowledge. What was the name of the field that Jacob requested Munro Masters?
Jacob. Padamaram.
No, Macpella. He requested to be buried in biology. How many metatarsal bones are in each human foot? Five. International Affairs of Visual question. Teams, look at the screen. Identify this person here. Munro Masters.
From Algeria. Abdelmajid Tebboune.
No, Mustafa Madbouli, PM of Egypt, English language. Which preposition usually follows the word allude? Munro Masters.
To.
Yes, to allude. A sport of visual question. Teams, listen to the clip. Identify the person. No, look at the clip, and identify the person. Munro Masters.
Romario Shepherd.
Go on.
Romario Shepherd.
West Indies cricketer, correct. Chemistry. What is the chemical formula for the carbonate? Calabar Masters.
Yes. CO3 2 minus.
Yes, general knowledge. Founded by Marcus Persson in 2009, the video game developer Mo Yang is best known for creating which video game series? Calabar High.
Flappy Bird.
Flappy Bird.
No, Minecraft. Spanish. What is the English translation for Fui a la iglesia el domingo, Munro Masters?
I went to church last Sunday.
Good, correct. Music and audio question teams. Listen to the following clip. Identify the singer here. Calabar Masters.
Barry Gibb.
No, it's Dionne Warwick, Heartbreaker. Geography. What is the longest east-flowing river in Africa? The Zambezi. Information technology. On the social media network Facebook, what is the name for a personalized box? Calabar Masters.
Badge.
Yes, to create share your profile photos or page. History. What was the name for the peace agreement made between Napoleon and the Pope following the chaos of the French Revolution? It was the Concordia. Mathematics. What is the area of a square if one side measures 3.6 Munro Masters?
Right, this is...
Go on. 9.62.
Centimeter squared.
No, 12.96 centimeters squared. It measures 3.6 centimeters. Theatre, a visual question. Look at the screen. Gentlemen, identify this actress. Munro Masters.
Regina King.
That's right. Physics. The following readings were obtained in an experiment to find the specific latent heat of vaporization of a certain liquid. Power of heat equals 100 watts. Mass of liquid boiled off equals 60 grams. Time taken equals 3 minutes. What is the energy supplied? $18,000 joules. Jamaican heritage. In which Jamaican parish is the mountain river Jamaica? That would be Munro.
St. Catherine.
No, St. Catherine.
St. Catherine.
That's right. French. Translate to English the following sentence. J'ai rendu mon devoir. I've handed in my homework. Literature. Which 16th century English poet wrote over 160 sonnets? Munro Masters.
William Shakespeare.
That's right. Art. Which local artist painted the piece entitled Jellyman? Munro Masters.
Martin Thomason.
No.
Albert Huey.
Abrahams.
No, Eugene Hyde. English language. Spell reconnaissance. Munro Masters.
RECONNAISANC.
No. There are two S's towards the end there, and that is the bell. RECONNAISSANCE. That's the end of the buzzer challenge, and in the end of the match, let's take a look at the scores. Those are not the scores. Calabar High ending on 40 points, and Munro College Masters ending on 34. We will double check those scores. Return with your final results right after these messages. Welcome back. Our winner is Calabar High Masters. Congratulations to the Calabar High Masters, and very well played, Munro College Masters. We invite the captains to shake hands now in keeping with the school's challenges tradition. Nice. Your final scores after an exciting Masters match. Calabar High ending on 40 points. Munro College Masters ending on 38. You will notice that Munro picked up 4 points, the 2 that they originally lost, and then the 2 that they were finally awarded for the Spanish question. They indeed answered correctly. Fui a la iglesia el domingo pasado. They said, I went to church last Sunday. And so they picked up 4 points. 40 to 38. Not bad. Well done, gentlemen. Congrats again to Calabar High Masters, who are the Masters champions for 2026. From all of us here at TVJ's Schools Challenge Quiz, I'm Jean-Paul Menu. Stay tuned and pleasant viewing.
Good day, Jamaica. Firstly, I would like to thank TVJ for inviting us for this Masters match. Secondly, I'd like to thank Munro College for the competition that they have provided. Last but not least, Rabalak, till the casket lock.